Hey, how's it going? It's time for another video from a hotel room. And today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about IDEs. If you've watched very many of my videos, you probably know that I don't particularly love IDEs. And specifically, I don't love the fact that they hide a lot of information from you. They do make things easy, and so there can be some benefits. But today I wanted to show you how this can cause you problems. Because this caused me a problem just the other day. So what happened is pretty simple. I was using an IDE. Specifically, I was using the Energia IDE, which is a Arduino clone for any of you who aren't familiar with it. I was trying to program some MSP430 microcontrollers, and Energia seemed like an easy way to do it, and my code just wasn't working. It was super simple code. It was basically just blinking a light, which is basically the hello world of embedded code, and it wasn't working. So I'm confused. The light's not blinking. What gives? And so I loaded up the blink example with Energia, which is sort of the built-in example, and I tried to compile it. I thought maybe I had fried my hardware. Maybe it has lost the ability to blink ever again. And lo and behold, the light is now blinking. So now I'm confused. The blink example that's built in, comes with Energia, works just fine, but I have my own version that's almost the same thing, and it's not working. So just to be sure, I copied and pasted the blink example into the other IDE window. So now I'm compiling identical code. And once again, the system's blink example works, my example doesn't. So now I'm confused and I start digging around trying to figure out what is going on. This seems bizarre. I'm compiling the same code. And I noticed something. If you look down at the output window down here in the bottom, I noticed that in one of the windows, I was ending up with memory usage that was much higher than the other. So the two windows are obviously doing something different, but I have no idea why. The code's exactly the same. What could possibly be going on? Fortunately, Energia has verbose mode, so I was able to turn on verbose mode, which was going to print out all of the output from the compiler stage. And then I saw something. As I'm comparing the two, I noticed two little lines are different over here. Specifically, it says on the side that didn't work that it was using a cached version of the code. So this confused me for a second. I eventually figured out what was going on. The problem was that I had two versions of the same program, one that was using Energia and one that was using just raw embedded C that I would compile from the command line and not use Energia's APIs. But the problem is these files had almost identical names. They just had different extensions. And what was happening is it turns out that Energia actually compiles your .ino file to a .c file of the same name. And when Energia saw that there was already a file by that name, it basically said, oh, hey, that step is done, I don't need to do it again. So it didn't do that step in the process, and what I ended up with, it was a miscompiled binary. In the end, that took about 20 to 30 minutes to figure out what in the world was going on. I understand it now, it's a mistake I won't make again. But my point today is that even though IDEs can be nice, they can be user-friendly, they can make some things easier, the fact that they hide things, it was very difficult for me to figure out what was going on. If I had been doing this from the command line and doing all the compilation steps myself, well, first of all, I probably wouldn't have made that mistake in the first place. But if I had, it would have been very easy to discover the problem because I would have seen all of the pieces right in front of me. If Energia didn't have verbose mode, I probably would still not know what in the world is going on. I may have trial and error my way into something that worked, but I probably wouldn't understand the result I got. So that's all I have for you today. I just wanted to give you an example for all you IDE lovers out there, or those that don't love IDEs and are looking for another reason to stick with the command line. And I hope this helps to illustrate some of my concerns about IDEs. They do make life easier, and I totally understand why you might want to use them, but hopefully now you understand a little bit better why I don't. So until next time, happy coding, and I will see you later.